Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Sunday. So I typically don't upload beauty videos on a Sunday. However, back at the beginning of December, I started a project skincare panning challenge, and for some reason I picked the date to share the finale with you guys on April 1st. So here we are. I cannot believe that it's April 1st. I kind of feel like in some ways it was just the holiday time, but it wasn't. That was several months ago now. So I have the finale of this very first panning challenge that I did, and I have to admit that I really enjoyed doing this. It definitely lit a little bit of a fire under my butt to use some things up that I had in my skincare collection for a good amount of time, or things that I knew were coming close to their expiration date and I didn't want them to go to waste. So yeah, I finished so much stuff, you guys. I am so excited to share like the final results here. Anything that I did not use up from this last skincare panning challenge, it will be going into my next challenge here. So later on this month, I will upload the items that I am going to be working on for the next 3 months. So I think I'm going to continue to do this because it certainly really does, like I said, force me to finish some things that I love, but you know, I do tend to bring in a fair amount of skincare products into my collection. I love trying new things. I love seeing if there are better things out there, more effective things that I like the feel of more than maybe what I already have. You know, I'm a skincare junkie. I will readily admit that. I don't recommend going about skincare the way that I do necessarily, because skincare can get quite expensive, and really truly, you know, you should find something that works for you and stick with it and see it through. And what I like about this challenge is that I've been seeing some things through to their completion, and it's been really rewarding. So let's get into it. So I'm going to show you guys the only 3 products that I did not finish, and then I will go through everything else and give you guys just some quick reviews on what I thought of each of these things and whether I would repurchase anything that I've already finished. Okay, these are the 3 things that are remaining that will be put into the next challenge. The first is the Ordinary Glycolic Acid 7% Toning Solution. You can see that I actually made a significant dent in this. I will be finishing this very easily in the next couple of months. I do use this most days out of the week. So yeah, I really have been enjoying this product. It is one of the few things from The Ordinary that I have really enjoyed using and that I could actually see myself repurchasing. So the Ordinary Glycolic Acid 7% Toning Solution it's a good product. I highly recommend it. I will of course be linking everything down below for you guys as well, so if you want to go check any of this stuff out, links will be down there. The second thing that I'm going to talk about is the Perricone MD Pre-empt Series Brightening Eye Cream, and I have a feeling that this will also be finished within the next couple of months, but I gotta say, so this has been my favorite eye cream for the last like several months. I have been using this morning and night consistently, basically since I received it in PR. It has quickly become one of my favorite eye creams that I have ever used, and I'm impressed, just insanely impressed with how long this has lasted me. You know, when most people see the price point of this, which I will admit is expensive, they're like, oh, no way. But also think about the fact that you're using so little of this. I mean, like 1/4 of a pump is more than enough to do my eye under eye area. and I've had this for a very long time, and I do think I can probably at least get another 2 months out of this. And I have really noticed a brightening effect under my eyes. I have noticed a decrease in the fine lines. And by decrease, I mean this plumps up the skin underneath my eyes, so it makes those fine lines look just smoother. It's a very nice hydrating under eye cream without being greasy or pore clogging in any kind of way. Like, I don't have to worry about getting milia underneath my eyes with this. I just think it's a really great product. So I will be finishing this very easily. And the last thing I'm going to mention is really the one product that I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to finish this at any point, which sucks because I really, really like this product, but my husband hates the smell of it. He hates the smell of this stuff. This is the Korres Black Pine Active Firming Sleeping Oil. I've probably only used this a handful of times since December because every time that I put it on, and this is something that I personally have to exclusively use at night because it's an oil. I can't use oils during the day. They're just too greasy for me. Every time I put this on and I come to bed, he's like, "You smell like a dirty Christmas tree. Like, could you just not?" So I struggle with using this because while my husband is a really good sport about all of the smelly things that I put on myself and the home fragrance and all of this stuff in the house, like, he's a really good sport about it. If there's something that he absolutely hates, I try not to use it. So I don't know. He does sometimes go away on business trips, and I might just try to like use it during those times. But I don't know that I'm ever going to be able to actually finish it before it probably technically expires. So that's a little bit of a bummer. I will continue to put it in my skincare challenges as a reminder to use it whenever I can. But yeah, totally. This is probably my least used out of everything that I put in that skincare challenge. And it's just because Craig hates the smell of it. So I love that product. I do think it's very effective. But I struggle with using it. So let's do a quick run through and reviews of everything else. And once again, I will also link these things down below. I don't physically have the products to show you guys anymore because you've seen them in empties over the last few months. So yeah, but of course, like I said, they'll be linked. Okay, so let's start at the top here. Korres Black Pines, we talked about that. Sunday Riley Good Jeans, loved it. I already have the full size of it as a backup. I'm just waiting to finish a couple of other different exfoliators before opening that one. Love it. We'll continue to repurchase it. It is an excellent like surface cell turnover product that just makes my skin look incredibly smooth, makes it feel really smooth. You know, it's a formulation that has lactic acid in it. It just does a great job of exfoliating the surface layers of my skin, and I found really great results with it. I would definitely encourage you to try it if it's something that you've been looking at. I tried mine first with the Sunday Riley Power Couple Duo that you can get at Sephora. That also has the Luna Sleeping Oil in it. I will link that down below because I think that's sort of the best way to try the products. It's expensive. I mean, there's nothing I can say about that. It's a very expensive product, but I found it to be very effective. Ole Henriksen Invigorating Night Transformation Gel. Actually just finished that last month, I believe, and that was another really great surface cell turnover type product. I can use that basically every night of the week. It never irritated my skin. I didn't like it as much as the Sunday Riley, to be honest. Would I repurchase it in the future? I don't know that I would go out of my way to repurchase the Night Transformation Gel. However, if there was a holiday kit or some kind of Ole Henriksen kit that had the product in there, that would probably be like the thing that would push me over the edge to buy that kit to be able to have that product again. Because like I said, it was really good. I just think that I personally preferred the Sunday Riley Good Jeans over that product, but they both kind of did the same thing. I just felt that Sunday Riley was maybe more effective, if that makes sense. Perricone MD Skin Perfecting Serum, loved it, loved it. Probably won't buy that serum anytime soon. The pre-empt series was really good for my oily, enlarged pore type skin. I feel like it helped with, once again, surface cell turnover. I feel like that serum helped with hydration. It made my skin look really bright. It absorbed really easily, so I could use it morning and night. I do like using serums during the day if I can find the right formulation that doesn't make my skin look greasy afterwards, and that product definitely did it. There's a few other serums that I would like to try before repurchasing the pre-empt, but I will repurchase the pre-empt at some point. I think it's a really good product. I have from time to time seen the pre-empt series on HauteLook. However, sometimes I am a little hesitant about purchasing skincare products from HauteLook because I just kind of wonder if those products are past their expiration date or how old they actually are. You know, when things are being clearanced out at places like HauteLook or All Cosmetics Wholesale or, you know, other like outlet type retailers, it's probably because those products can't necessarily be sold at, say, Nordstrom's or Sephora anymore because they've been in stock for a specific period of time. So just something to keep in mind. Products are still probably effective, but I don't know. I just always have a little bit of hesitation around that just because you never know. And with skincare, I really do want those products to be really effective. So I don't know. Take that for what it's worth. I know people have different opinions about it, but that's just kind of my thought around that. But I have seen the pre-empt series on there. The Eminence Organic Skincare Bamboo Firming Fluid. This is a great product. I really actually enjoyed it. I will repurchase it in the future, but not for a while. Not because I didn't love it. I did love it. But once again, I really do like trying different brands or trying different products within certain brand ranges. And I do try my best to try new things to be able to report back on for you guys. If I wasn't doing YouTube, I would probably just repurchase that right away, and I would just continue using it. But because I have this channel, I like reporting on new things for you guys. So, you know, I will have it in my collection again, once again, but it's not going to be for a while because there's new things I want to share with you guys. Tulura Vitamin Peptide Serum. This is one thing that I would probably not repurchase again because it seemed to go bad rather quickly. Now, the Tulura skincare items are like custom made for each specific season, and so you should be finishing them like within that given season, like spring, summer, or fall, winter. But at the same time, I felt like the texture and smell of the product really started to change very quickly towards the end, and it became difficult for me to use it because it just started to smell kind of bad. So the last little bit I ended up using on my body instead of my face because I just didn't care for the smell of it anymore. But I do think it was a good, decent serum that was hydrating and it felt nourishing on my skin. So, I mean, take that for what it's worth. I guess there weren't like a ton of preservatives in the product, which I think is a good thing, but you do have to keep in mind when you are using more natural products that don't have a ton of preservatives, they are going to go bad much more quickly. So I wouldn't hoard those products. I would use them pretty quickly after receiving them. So probably within 6 months. Just something to keep in mind if you're using more natural products. I talked about the eye serum, the ordinary glycolic acid. Okay, let's talk about a couple of masks that I finished. The first is the Eminence Yam and Pumpkin Enzyme Peel. Loved it. Smelled like baby food. It smelled, what did I say it smelled like? I think it was like oatmeal and like yam and pumpkin puree. It smelled really good. But I also found it to be a very nice, gentle, soothing, but exfoliating type mask. It was just something really great to use every Sunday that every time I removed it from my skin immediately just looked healthy and glowy and just it felt very smooth. It was very gentle with the like surface cell exfoliation that was taking place. And I loved the way that I felt when I used it, and I loved the way that my skin looked afterwards. I will repurchase it after I finish some of the masks that I already have in my collection, because that's something that I'm trying to get on as well. I have a lot of masks from my Mask Monday series, and I gotta start finishing those up. So, Silk Therapeutics Glycolic Gel Exfoliant. This was also a mask, and I did like this product. It wasn't, I don't know, it did sting just a little bit when I put it on, which made it slightly uncomfortable, but it wasn't like bad or anything. It's just not something that I would like clamor to get again. I think it was a great product, but just not something that really captured my attention. It's not like I fell in love with the packaging or the company overall. Like with the Eminence, I really have enjoyed a lot of things from Eminence, and so you know, I find myself wanting to gravitate towards that because there's so many things that I've tried that I love from them. And with the Silk Therapeutics, that was really the only thing that I ever tried. And, you know, it worked at exfoliating, you know, dead surface cells, and my skin looked smooth afterwards. But I don't know, it just didn't like capture my attention for whatever reason. So I'm glad that I tried it. I'm glad that I finished it. I think I saw some good results from it, but am I like clamoring to buy it again? Not necessarily. So, and once again, there's a lot of masks that I should probably finish before I think about repurchasing some of these other ones again. Plus there's also, you know, that drive to try new things to report back on for you guys. So anyway, didn't finish these, finished all that other stuff, and this was really worthwhile. I loved it. I will do it again. I'm also thinking about doing this with some of my hair care items. I am someone who is famous, especially with hair care, for finishing something halfway, getting bored with either the smell of it or the look of the product, and I move on to something else. That's not a smart thing to do. So I have a lot of half finished or 3/4 finished hair care items, specifically styling products, in my drawer right now that I should really probably finish. So I might do a hair care challenge as well. So let me know if you are interested in doing one of these with me coming up here in the near future. I would love to be able to kind of keep in touch with you guys about how it's going for you, and if you're enjoying doing a panning project. Like I said, this was really great for me, and it was definitely a good first step into it, and I'll be doing more of it. So thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch, and I'll see you in my next video.